All right.
3, 2, 1. Alrighty, joining me here in Radio Free Radford, back with another afternoon segment. We'll be uploading these student media interviews when time is given to me. I'm not too sure when that will be, but maybe this weekend. Here in studio with Chase Wayne, who's the executive producer of Radford on Camera, aka Rock TV. So thank you, Chase, for coming on. I know you're excited for the weekend and getting ready for next week for finals as well, aren't you?
I wouldn't say I'm excited for finals, but yeah, I'm excited that it's the weekend. I'm excited it's the last Friday. School year is almost over.
Absolutely.
Working through it.
Absolutely. So we're going to kind of just get to know who Chase is, as in your major, your graduation year, and how long you've been EP for Rock TV.
Okay, so yes, my name is Chase Wayne. I'm currently a junior here at Radford University. What was the other question again?
Your major.
My major, yeah.
Yes.
My major is Media Studies, Production Technology, and with a minor in Cinematic Arts.
Okay, and how long have you been EP for Radford on Camera?
I've had the position for a year now. It's been really great. I've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of hard work, and I'm really happy with the progress that Rock TV has made this year as far as being able to get into the new studio, which I'm really proud of, as well as all the staff that's made this year so great. So
absolutely. So we done pretty much emphasized Rock TV, but what exactly is Rock TV? They're like, this is a rock and roll band? No, we're not a rock and roll band. It's got the word rock in it, you know?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, Rock represents Radford on Camera, of course, but no. So Radford on Camera is a student-run TV studio production organization. We work with student media, where we work to create content as far as news and entertainment that our viewers would enjoy. And it's also open to students who are interested in joining. So if they're interested in TV production, journalism, anything like that, there's a position for them here to be able to work. Yeah.
Cool deal. So if people are interested in joining, how can they do so? Would it be better to wait till during the summer, club fair, or how would you recommend that?
Honestly, the first thing you could say, like I just said, club fair. Yeah, club fair, we're always there, student media as a whole, but also Rock TV. You can go out and find our table, and the EP and a few other staff members will be there, and we'll be out there explaining like what else we do, and maybe we'll talk to you about like what some things you might be interested in doing. Like maybe we'll have some people who are interested in doing some sports broadcasting, doing stuff like that, or maybe they want to do short skits, anything really.
Yeah.
It's just whatever a student is interested in, we can help them produce and also help us produce.
Awesome. So there you go. So now we're going to kind of get to how, on some of the downside questions. How has it been feeling for EP this year?
I mean, it has been a real ride, and I mean, like, it's been really great. Like, the EP before me, her name is Annie Schroeder. She came to me with the position when I least expected it. Like, I've only been working with Rock TV for about a month, and she came to me saying, "Hey, you're very dedicated to the Rock TV as an organization. You have a lot of skills and talent, and I would like you to take over my job next year." And I was like, "No way, really? Wow! All right, great." But no, like I've thoroughly really enjoyed working as executive producer. I've gotten to work with so many great people, staff, my colleagues, with all the other student media leaders, my boss Jeff White.
Yeah.
We've got to do so many great things. I mean, I've gotten to go to 2 conventions. Conferences, convention/conferences.
If you could kind of elaborate on that, because y'all actually went to 2 this year. Normally y'all
we
go
did,
to 1,
yeah.
So kind of elaborate.
Yeah, we normally go to 1, but so the first one we went to was in Louisville, Kentucky, where we just went and attended some sessions on how we can better improve our organizations.
Okay.
And then the second one would not have been possible without the great initiative and leadership of Jessica Mundy from Exit 109. Without her, we would not have been able to go. She took initiative to be able to sign us up, and we got to go to New York. And it was so great because it was my first time ever going, so I got to experience some amazing things as far as the conference. I got to go to see Phantom of the Opera for the first time, and well, I've seen the movie, but I've never actually seen it in play. And I got to go try all these different style pizzas, like Joe's Pizza and all these other places. Like I had a spaghetti pizza, if you'll believe it. Spaghetti pizza, calamari pizza. It's so wild.
Right.
But no, it was such a time. I really enjoyed it, and great memories.
Yeah. Awesome. Alrighty, so how are you preparing as for student media as well as academics? How are you preparing for yourself? You'll be graduating next year, so you know what it's in the play.
Yeah. So next year I'll be a senior. Next year I actually will not be executive producer.
Okay.
The position will be passed on to Garrett Ludwig, who I have faith in, who will carry the position very well, and I've set things in motion for him to be able to continue as far as having the Rock TV staff in studio. Like that was one of my biggest goals for the year, as well as having us reach a goal of 50 videos, which I'm actually happy to say we have more than 50 videos. We have actually currently 51, but we're not done yet. We have 2 more videos coming out, so we have the last questions for the year, as well as letter from the editor, where it'll be me and Garrett, pretty much the passing of the torch from one EP to the next. So Yeah.
Awesome. So, what has been a proud accomplishment? I guess you and I
Yeah.
were talking off camera is that studio thing. You've been working to get that
Yeah,
for a while. So.
yeah. I mean, I've already mentioned it like a couple
Yeah.
times now. No, I'm really proud of being in the studio now. Like, because we've been working just on our own gear and doing our own thing, like working in the audio lab to use the green screen. But now, through all the hard work of being able to talk with the Rock TV advisors, Jeff White, staff, of course, the executive producer position. I'm really happy to say that we got in the studio for at least 3 times this year. The first one was to get a tour so that students would be interested, like, oh my God, this is where we're going to be working at. And then the second was where we got to do some quick training, quick briefly, like some different stations. And then we finally got to be in studio. And we weren't in there very long, but we got there. It went so smoothly. We were going to be there for like 2 hours shooting and filming. But no, we were there for like 40 minutes because it just went so smoothly. And it would not be that way if it wasn't for excellent preparation and planning and the help of all the staff and all the people who helped make it possible.
Absolutely. So
for next year, to answer your question, next year I hope to see that Rock TV will continue to do so, be working in the studio. Hopefully we'll have a show in the studio once a month, depending on planning. But no, we are putting things in motion where Rock TV will continue to improve and create better content. And hopefully have so more interesting content for our viewers.
Okay, and so of course, academic-wise, you've got pretty much a line set maybe after college where you're going into or so, maybe?
It is kind of up in the air right now. Okay. Nothing's set in stone for me right now. Over the summer, I will be going to study abroad, in which case I'll be working at an internship. So I'm getting more details as they come. But yeah, next year I'll be still working Rock TV as close as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, currently, I wish I could say I have a plan, but I don't have a plan right now.
Alrighty, so there you go. And our last and final question: if you go back to your senior self in high school, you're saying, okay, 2 months till summer's here, and then college starts in 3 months. What would you say to yourself before coming here?
Are you saying for next year or
if you high
school self?
Okay, high school self. What would you say? Yeah.
I think I remember you asking this at the banquet the other day.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, I remember you did. If I could tell my high school self one thing,
or if you have several, you can mention those too.
I would say get involved. I mean, my freshman year, I didn't get as involved as I would like. I didn't do student media my freshman year. I waited to do that my sophomore year because I was still trying to get in the groove of things, figure things out, what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if I could go back and tell myself right from the very beginning, get involved. Yeah. That way I have probably a lot more experience working with student media, probably have accomplished a little bit more while my time here at Radford, because it's essentially a whole year gone. But yeah, no, get involved, meet new people, and branch out, grow.
Awesome. Well, Chase, we appreciate you stopping by and appreciate you being my 100th guest on this whole semester year. And so it's been an honor working with you, and continue to work with you next year as I'll be. There's many changes right now. There are
many changes. We're not going to get into that.
Not to do
surprises for next year.
We'll save that for later, but we're looking forward to working with that, and as well as a lot of our organizations here on student media. So it's been a very nice opportunity to get involved as a freshman, as busy as I am.
Hey man, I just want to set the record straight. You have to be one of the most hardworking staff, not like the leaders. You have to be one of the most hardworking staff members we have. You work with Rock TV, Radio Free Radford, Tartan. I'm surprised you're not working with everybody else. I mean, seriously, you drive the newspaper around. You work with videos for me. You're my weatherman.
I know.
You do the show. Like how honestly, if I had to ask a question, how do you manage? Like how are you able to work with 3 separate media organizations and still manage schoolwork? I barely have a hard time doing it as an executive producer.
Well, it's been the theme since high school. I've had this urge of getting involved as much as possible, starting young as I've been. I said high school. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We started a production club of a WMHSA TV, and now here I working with a group of friends back home, and they know who they are. And I was senior years coming around, and the way it's like, all right, what are you going to do now? Well, I'm going to go to college. What college? I said, well, I'm going to find something that's got a media productions program into it, and Radford was one of the options I came across. And I said, I really my intentions were not to be doing voiceover radio and feed now, and now I have my own radio show here, but I did want to do something with production, and so I stumbled across Radford on Camera Rock TV and reached out to the advisors and somehow ran across you. I don't know how that worked, but
how life works, man.
That's right.
How life works.
That's right. And then so Tartan, the Tartan, no interest so whatever writing for newspaper. But Dylan Lepore, the editor-in-chief, came up to me one day and just said, hey, we see your work for Radford on Camera. Why not join us and be the weatherman? I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Then he's like, we was in one of our meetings. You mentioned I deliver the newspaper.
Yeah.
I had no intention of doing that either. He's like, Dustin, or he was one of his meetings. He said, we're still looking for somebody to drive the golf cart. Please talk to me after the meeting. So I approached him. I said, hey, I want to do it. He says, why didn't you tell me all along? I've been looking for somebody to get hold of that thing.
Yeah,
and so now here I am 4 or 5 months later doing that and coming to a close with it this year. And of course, maintaining schoolwork, it's you got to have time management's the key, no doubt about.
Without a doubt, yeah, I agree. Time management is a huge factor.
You have to have that because if not, you'd kind of go sane. If not,
you mean go insane?
Go insane. Yes,
go insane.
There you go.
If you go sane, then
I mean, I think I already am already, but at the same point, if not, you kind of go a little bit wild.
It's all right to be a little bit insane, a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it is. But hey, I do it, and
man, you do a lot of solid work. I'm
you.
so proud of you. This whole year, you've been phenomenal. Like I said, we would, as much as other student media leaders may not say it, I will say it. We are proud of you and all the work you've contributed this year, and we hope to have you continue to do so.
Absolutely, and we'll see what happens next year. We'll take it one organization at a time. Chase, thank you so much for coming on. I hope you have a rest. Do well in your finals next week. Have a wonderful summer. Of course, you're going to, your
Australia, New Zealand.
Man,
Australia, New Zealand.
I wish I had that
Middle
Earth. I wish I had that opportunity, but, I do have several vacations planned. Not to the southern hemisphere by no means, but...
I'm going, the farthest away you could possibly go. I think the longest plane ride I'll be taking back from my trip will be from Auckland to Chicago. That's 15 hours. It's the longest possible ride, and I hope I'll survive.
Yes, absolutely. And you're going about 20-some hours ahead of time now, so you're going to have a little time difference. And how long will you be down there? You said
I'll be down there for about 9 weeks. Yeah,
wow.
I'll be leaving this month, May 15th, and I'll be coming back on July 15th.
Oh, goodness.
So it'll be 9 weeks.
Well, you'll be 23 and a half hours behind time dragging loop. You're going to be kind of out of loop. But, hey, at least you're going for fun, and it's for a school and academic firm. Have a wonderful time with that, too. I want to give a special shout-out. Thank you again for coming on.
Yeah, we think we're going to end the show, but we just keep going on.
I am going to end the show now. This is the final words of Dustin Staples. I just want to give a few thanks to my family and friends for just supporting me all the way here. I also want to give a big shout-out to Tristan Blake Ryan, again, radio GM manager here for Radio Free Radford, allowing me to come in, reaching out to him, and says, yes, he said, I do remember the interview process, Jason. He was like, so what is your schedule like? I said, I'm kind of flexible. He says, what time do you want to come on? I said, 10 o'clock. And he said, heck, I said, how about doing it every day? You want to do it every day? I said, yeah. And so now I hear now. So thank you, Tristan. I appreciate everything and all your support. Also, Jeff White, who is the student media supervisor. You see him a lot around here behind the scenes. Thank you for allowing me to get involved with all these organizations, and Dylan Lepore for being a good friend of mine as well. And thank you just for all the many thanks I could go on here. I'm gonna have to shorten it up. Thank you so much to everybody, and we'll be back with you next semester, next year, and then we'll see what happens from there. Have a wonderful summer, folks, and adios.
That was a good show, man.
Yes.